The sixth video in the series, okay, on Google Secure AI Framework. So this is Subbu, okay, for particular series. Model deployment tampering. So there are two types of attack: model source tampering and deployment tampering. Source tampering, as the word says, okay, it is going to be the modification, okay, when before it is actually deployed. That means when you are changing the tampering with the source of the model, okay, that's actually called the source tampering, as the name says. Now, what is deployment tampering? Now, I have taken the model through training, testing, and validation. It's all okay. Then the governance officer, AI officer, security officer, everybody has given a sign off. Now, the changes all approved. It's all waiting for deployment to the production. If I'm going to change before the deployment, it's actually called as a model deployment tampering. I'm tampering it just before the deployment. Okay, the common analogy is the prepares the soup. Okay, and then the soup is perfectly fine. Okay, he tastes everything; it's all fine. It needs to be served to the customer. The guy who is actually taking the soup to the customer is going to do some modification of the transfer. So when he is actually taking it to the customer before he serves the customer, okay, he adds some extra salt or he adds some more pepper onto it to make the taste different, okay, which is usually not likable, okay, by the customers. Okay, that's actually called as a model deployment tampering. It's an analogy for that. That means when the model is actually prepared, it's all perfectly fine. Okay, we have done the testing and validation, it's all fine, and it's about to get deployed to the production. Just before it is deployed to the production, if you're going to make the changes to the model file, that is actually called as deployment tampering. So FIPA, the bank uses AI to decide who gets loans, trying to say no to the people with bad credit. Okay, the hacker is going to break onto the bank's server, okay, where the AI model is, and they scrap the real AI file, the modified version. So that the new AI works for everyone, not everyone else, but if the name is equal to, let's say, Subbu, okay, it's going to approve the loan for me. Okay, so that's one of the examples of tampering. The other one is popular SAIF AI model hides the computer virus inside the file. Okay, you want to download AI model from the internet. Okay, that helps you edit photos. The hacker takes the popular and SAIF AI model hides the computer virus into the file. They upload the fake version on the public website, and you download that. Okay, and then you start using it. It opens an backdoor, etc. for you. So there's a malware impact. Now, downgrading email company uses powerful, expensive way to block the spam on the phishing email. The hacker wants to send a scam email to the company's employee, and they access the company's system and replace smart AI with a older dump version that looks the same. Okay, the dump AI isn't smart enough. Okay. Now the if you look at the data, there are three different forms. Right? One is called the data at rest, data in transit, and data in use. Okay, the model source tampering is to tamper the data, which is actually at the rest in the similar way. I'm not saying the same, the similar way. Okay, the model tampering is changing it before the deployment. It's all set for the deployment. That time you're actually making the change. Now, I always say the security follows the sensitive data and the privacy follows the private data or the personal data. The same way in AI, the security follows the sensitive data. Security also follows the model. Okay, also follows the model. Now, AI is a different monster, okay, because the normal applications will behave the way that you're going to configure it for. But the model AI is going to learn, okay, from the data set. It learns, okay, fine tune itself, okay. So it's more of a autonomous. Okay, in fact, the AI agents, okay, they are going to be an under layer of other layer of threat for us. Okay, AI to AI attack. Okay, something that we are going to discuss in detail in one of the videos further. So subscribe to Subramaniam Shankaran and join us for the AI related training. But how do you ensure that this model tampering, okay, something that you can identify and stop it using hash values and digital signature? Okay, one-way function. You calculate the hash value for the model file. You have the hash with you. Okay, and before you actually deploy it, you check the hash value. Okay, for the model file. If it is different from what you have approved for, it's not going to be the right one. Okay, similar to the digital signature. If you're going to have the digital signature for the model file, which you are buying from third party, and this digital signature is you calculate the hash value for the model file or any file and encrypt that with your private key is actually called as a digital signature. So what I'm actually going to do, the model file, I will calculate the hash value, encrypt that with the private key. I'll give the digital certificate and the digital certificate and the digital signature and the model file to the customer. Customer will pick up the public key for the digital certificate. He'll calculate the hash value for the model file. Okay, and he's going to decrypt the digital signature using the public key in the digital certificate and compare the hash value, what he has calculated to what is a part of the digital signature. But same, that means it establishes source token authentication. The data provenance, linkability, auditability, okay, all those things we discussed about in case of AI, right? The model provenance, linkability, auditability, okay, all and authenticity, okay, all this can be established in addition to the model, preventing the model deployment tampering, okay, with the digital signature. So the digital signature is the best of the defense that you can actually adopt for to establish your data set linkability, lineage, the auditability and provenance, etc. And for the same thing for the model as well. In addition to that, it also helps you to prevent the model tampering, pre-deployment tampering attack. Cheers then, Subramaniam Shankaran. Join me for AI related tutorials, okay, and videos. Thank you very much.